generally not wise to throw around the word perfect when describing anything in life, because nothing is perfect. However, Hereditary, to me, is quite possibly as close to a perfect horror film as you're gonna get. Sorry about that. Ari Aster, what an incredible director. This was his debut film. Are you fucking kidding me? Since he's, of course, done Midsommar, which was fantastic, and Beau is Afraid, which was odd, but he's clearly talented. And the amount of unsettling dread and the atmosphere he creates in this film is one of the best I've ever seen. You just have this constant sense of unease as the story is unfolding. There's a mix of tension, psychological horror going on, supernatural stuff. But at its core, this is a story about grief and family and what we pass down onto each other. I mean, at the end, we're dealing with Paimon, right? Paimon, however you want to say it, Paimon. I'll say it Paimon. There's clearly, a literal manifestation of, some demon shit here. We get what he's trying to do. The cinematography, that eerie score throughout the film. I just felt uncomfortable throughout the entire movie. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, this is different. This is fucking good. Like, I just felt nervous. I felt nervous, the whole time. And obviously that girl, the daughter, just her presence made me uncomfortable. It wasn't because of her face. She's beautiful. But you know what I'm saying, right? There was a reason he casted her. Alex Wolff, dude, I'm telling you, what an underrated, what the fuck? What an underrated, fantastic actor that kid is. Many great scenes throughout the film from him, but his reaction when his sister's head pops off is so realistic, relatable, unnerving, that I was in awe. I almost was feeling what he was feeling in that moment. Toni Collette, how she didn't win an Oscar is just absolutely insane. I just don't think horror movies are recognized, by the Academy, but they should be, because she was, that was the performance of a lifetime, and I will never be able to get her face out of my mind. That's like my worst fear, to see my mother make Toni Collette's face. Toni Collette as my mother is my worst fear. In every frame throughout this film, there's that presence that's lurking. You feel it, you see it in the little shimmers of light and stuff going on, and it's just, you're waiting for it the whole time to manifest. And it never really does in the way that you think it is, but we still get the glimpses of it through, obviously, the actors, and that was enough because they were so damn good. At its core, again, Hereditary is a drama. Right? It's a drama. It delves into the complexities of familial relationships, grief, and the dark secrets that can fester beneath the surface. The film really blurs that line between supernatural and psychology, which I love. I love mind fucks. And this movie is really good at that, but it still takes the supernatural seriously, which I also enjoy. You weren't left at the end kind of wondering. And I thought that was really cool. That's what really completed it for me. It left me questioning the boundaries of reality in a realistic way. And of course, the imagery, there are so many scenes that just stick with you, that give you goosebumps, chills, haunt your nightmares, literally, and stick with you over time. I'll never forget the scene of the daughter's head laying there in the field. I'll never forget the scene of Toni Collette up on the wall in his bedroom. I'll never forget the scene of, Alex Wolff's character, in the classroom. His face, the terror after, he gets possessed for that brief moment. I'll never forget the banging the head on the ceiling. Wow, that was intense. I'll never forget the little naked man in the corner and his little pee-pee. So many things here that just stick with you. And it really is like a hybrid experience. You're dealing with drama, psychology, supernatural, cults. It's just there's so much happening, and it's all perfectly blended together beautifully with incredible performances and scenes that you just truly hope would never happen to you, but they could. That's the scary part. Even though there's that supernatural element, some of the terrible stuff that happens in this film could happen to you. That freaks me out. Hereditary is a modern horror classic. It's one of the best I've ever seen. I put it up there with The Shining as basically my 1 and 2. That's it. It's up there for me. It's it might even be number 1. I mean, every time I watch it, I get the same feeling, and I get excited and nervous. And I don't feel like that with every film. You know, it's very hard to make me feel like that with a movie, because I've watched horror movies my whole life, and I'm not really like surprised anymore about things that I see and feel. But Hereditary, it did something to me, and I'm actually a little upset about it. I feel a little violated. But yeah, it's incredible. If you haven't seen it, what the hell is wrong with you? All right, that's all for today. Take care. Bye bye.